I know I'm finna have some fellas in the comments hit me with that Westbrook meme.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But just hear me out for a second. This is coming from someone who has been there, done that. Us guys gotta stop hoeing around. And that's not me trying to, pander. That's just my honest belief.
Is this nigga serious?
From my own personal experiences, it's really not that fun, to be honest. Going out to the club or the bar and your priority being trying to lock down a female for the night, that shit gets old fast. And then those nights where you aren't able to close out the quarter, you're not able to beat that buzzer, seal the deal, those nights get long. When you get back to the crib, you're drunk, no one in your starting five is answering their phone because it's late, your roster just simply isn't showing up. Those nights are hard because then you have to really look at yourself and wonder if you still love the game.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
But in all seriousness, I want to start this with a story from back when I was in high school. I was out at a tailgate party and I ran into this guy who went to a different high school than me, but this particular guy was a year older than me, I believe. He was a good looking dude. Pause.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's too late for that now, isn't it?
He was a baseball player. He was pretty popular. So you would think that he's having his way. He's crushing shit. And I remember me and him were talking, we were conversating. I just kind of slid in there that, hey man, I'm sure you be doing quite well for yourself with the ladies. I'm trying to get like you, big bro. And he looks at me and he tells me, he goes,
nah, to be honest, I've only ever hooked up with 3 girls.
With a straight face, he told me that. I said, nah, bro, this nigga gotta be lying to me. I might not be hearing him correctly, but he was so serious. He was dead ass. I was really confused as to why he would only have 3 when him and I both knew that he could have more if he wanted. And he broke it down to me. He put me on game. He said, all that meaningless stuff isn't worth it. It's just not worth the headache. It's not worth the risk. It's not for him. That's always stuck with me because that was the first time there was a person that I guess in a sense admired to an extent that was telling me being able to bag a shorty isn't everything.
That's horrible advice.
And even though I didn't take heed to his advice, it always kind of lingered in the back of my mind, especially on nights where I felt like even though I might have gone home with something, did I really need to? I guess now that I'm older and I have a little more wisdom, it's different. Guys like to base their success on how many women they can get. Obviously there's other things, but in comparison, I feel like more guys are more about, oh, I get money, I get women, that makes me successful. The money thing, yes, cool, you're getting money, but getting women doesn't make you a man, doesn't define you as a man. To be honest, if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't have made chasing girls such a priority in my life.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
And I know, as a guy saying all this, crazy work. I know. I promise I'm not pandering. I don't need the women in my DMs.
Stop the cap.
I think a lot of the regret that I feel as far as the women I chased, the bodies I caught, comes from how I did it or how I went about it. Just being an asshole, dickhead, not caring about the other person's feelings. Which, now that I'm a little more grown, obviously I'm not perfect. I still haven't figured out everything. But I do know I was wrong for a lot of the stuff that I did. The way I made certain girls feel, the shit that I would tell them, just to reach the goal.
This man is a whore. Has always been a whore. Will probably always be a whore. But, I mean, that's not a secret. He's not keeping it hidden. You all knew who he was before you got involved with him. And now you want to be all, woe is me. He doesn't call me back. He's dating other women. He's nasty.
I know a lot of guys like to compare bagging chicks to hooping. I was on that court putting in work. I'm getting up 100 shots, 1,000 free throws, and it's cool and all to an extent, but like I said prior, it gets old. And then when the time comes, you aren't able to bring something home. That's when you realize, do I really enjoy this?
I mean, why you gotta be such a bitch?
And I know I'm gonna get called crazy for that, but I think I much prefer one person that I can focus all my time and energy on, because trying to have multiple different setups is very time consuming, very stressful. You gotta worry about all types of issues that may come up as far as,
What are we? Who's texting you? Do you really like me?
the what are we is the worst though.
Oh, what are we?
I like to think we're human beings.
And depending on your ball knowledge, you may be able to get out of that one smoothly. The shit I did during that time period of me being a fuckboy per se, I would take it all back if I could. A lot of hurt feelings, a lot of lies that were told, and none of that makes you a man. I don't feel any more of a man. I don't feel any less, but I don't feel any more of a man. And you have all these alpha males and these looks maxers who tell you that you aren't a man because you aren't physically fit or rich, or you don't get any women. The finances and the physique and all that, I can get down with that. If they want to critique you on your physical health and you not being in a financial place that you need to be, cool. The part that bothers me though is the women thing. Yes, of course guys want to get women. If you're single, you want to mingle. That's cool. I understand that. But I'm just letting you know, just because you're single doesn't mean that you need to be with a new female every other day.
Get this nigga off my shit, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with exploring your options, checking out the market, seeing what you're able to get, what you're worth. All that's fine. And as a guy, I understand. I get it. I've been there. But coming from someone who has done all that, it's not really worth it. Like J. Cole said, there's always going to be a finer chick. But at the end of the day, don't let chasing women dictate how you go about your love life. There were a lot of times where I might have actually messed with a chick that I was hooking up with, but because I was so stuck in my ways of trying to get better or explore, see what I was able to get, because of all those things, I would throw that person off to the wayside after telling that person everything they want to hear. And then after that, they're stuck with wasted time and wasted energy, and I'm on to the next thing. But things are different for me now. I have my girl, I have my son, I have my family. So it's a lot easier to look back on these past situationships and things of that nature and see where I went wrong and see things that I did that were messed up. But y'all don't have to listen to me. I'm just here ranting, just yapping. I just figured I'd go ahead and put my 2 cents out there though.
Smoke in my lungs at 2 in the morning, I hate it. Night just getting started, I'm already tweaking, past the point of faded. I can't face it all alone, it's getting late, you gotta go.